Clover Fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Show off your National Child Protection Week ribbons on our social media platforms. Tweet us, Instagram us, and hopefully we can retweet and repost some of your images. Definitely want to rock those green ribbons. Now, you can't go wrong with a hearty stroganoff. Our quick and easy fresh milk mushroom stroganoff makes an extremely indulgent meal the whole family will just enjoy. This is definitely one to try for dinner, so SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this recipe sent to your device. SMSs cost R1.50 and free SMSs do not apply. Now, Chef Aya, this recipe looks so delicious.
And very simple.
I guess there's not much room for meat.
That is awesome. Don't leave me hanging, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just, a comedian here on this Monday. Okay, so how do we get started?
So let's get to it. I've got some butter here. We're going to start off with butter and we're going to follow up with some oil with it. The reason being is that you don't want your butter to burn.
Yeah.
And you know what? Oh, yeah, you're a clean freak.
I'm telling you.
So you know what happened when the butter burns? Everything just tastes nutty and you're trying to avoid that because the king of the dish right now is mushrooms.
Yes.
So you're going to add a bit of oil here to kind of keep it together a bit. And then we're going to follow with some onions.
Okay.
So what you want to do, you just want to cook your onions for like 5 minutes. Well, for 1 to 2 minutes. You don't want them to be like really, really cooked because as the cooking process it's going to go on, everything is just going to be mushy. So you don't want to do that.
And I see that you've decided to slice your onions and not dice them. Is that because does it add a little bit more crunch or a little bit more texture to the stroganoff? Or not really?
Not really. First of all, I just love chunky food. I love my food to be chunky and I love big bites of food. So I think, yeah, it's optional. It's optional because you can dice them if you want to.
I'm exactly the same. I love onions. So for me, that's the only reason why I love to have them, enjoy them in the strips.
Yeah. And then I'm going to follow with my garlic because, stroganoff is nothing without garlic.
I'm telling you. Okay, cool.
So you let that cook a bit, and then can you pass me my mushrooms? Thank you.
They look so good. I am such a mushroom fan. I know my dad, shout out to you, Dad. My dad loves those huge mushrooms that you just put in the oven. These ones, you can use it, but Dad, we're slicing it today. We're keeping it small and compact, and we're adding it into our stroganoff. We're replacing meat, we're keeping it vegetarian in the kitchen, which I'm loving. I'm trying.
But also, if you're a person who loves a meat, you can only just add meat to it, because everything's already here. So also, with how you cut your mushroom, it doesn't matter how you cut them. You can slice them, you can just cut them once or whatever, as long as they're going to work for you.
Yeah, I love, as we were saying, big chunks of food.
Exactly.
So, you know the buckton mushrooms? I don't even want to slice them, just put them whole because they just come so lovely together in the meal.
And mushrooms, they cook very easy. They're full of flavor. So what we're going to do now, we're not forgetting that the king of the dish is still mushrooms. So we're not going to be adding any spices to it apart from just one spice that's good for the heart as well, which is cayenne pepper. So I'm going to let this cook for like a couple of minutes.
I love that. Cayenne pepper is such a good superfood. We add it in everything here in the loft, whether we're having our ginger shots, trying to keep healthy, trying to keep the flu away, or in our dishes, it adds that nice spicy kick to it. And if you would love to try this at home, SMS the keyword Clover to 33650, where we are making a delicious mushroom stroganoff.
So with this now, the idea, you want your mushroom to just cook on high heat, because the minute they cook on high heat, they get to now release all those meaty flavors. Because we're replacing meat now with mushrooms. So the more you cook them in high heat, the more they release those beautiful flavors. And also, they're full of juiciness that has natural sweetness to it.
Of course,
so
and of course, a stroganoff will be nothing without the cream and without the milk. And Clover has come through with the fresh milk.
So I'm going to start off with flour, and then we're going to use our Clover Fresh milk with it, because we want it to be thick as well, in a sense of you don't want the sauce to run over your spoons all the time.
And the flour is that thickening agent.
Exactly, so the flour will thicken it a bit.
Okay.
So also, this is all affordable for you. This is just a nice, simple recipe that you can make today for your family and keep it for tomorrow. I mean, you can serve it with pasta, you can serve it with naan bread, or you can have it on its own.
And I do assure you, you probably have all these ingredients at home already, so you don't have to go out to the shops. There's no running here. You already have it. It's the way to use classic ingredients, but we're twisting it up in the kitchen.
So now, as you can see, the flour, as it's reducing, the flour is really making it thick.
Becoming the base.
Exactly. So after a minute of putting your milk in here, you can switch it off, and then this is our secret ingredient, because it gives it that nice cream. It gets extra rich with this. So you just one teaspoon of this, not a lot.
Oh, so you don't need much?
You don't need a lot.
And then you just continuously mix it all in together.
And then I'm going to finish off with my chopped parsley, just for the color. Look how beautiful that is.
So today we've decided to pair it with some rice. I love rice. Rice gives me such a nostalgic memory because growing up, didn't like rice.
Really?
Because you know when you're forced to eat something, you don't like it, but now I'm
Really?
obsessed with rice. But you can pair it with whatever you want to at home. Remember to SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this recipe. But if you need to see how this is made one more time, here's a quick recap.
Look at
Dish,
this.
more.
Made with love by Clover.